Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. There's an Earth 2 video as well. Everybody please check out wraithax.eth domain name, and this is not financial advice, ever. Okay, so like I said, we will start off with Earth 2. Earth 2 did have a couple of things going. Also, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone has a safe, fantastic, amazing, fruitful 2023. But Earth 2 did say, Happy New Year from Earth 2. At Earth 2, we have a massive year ahead of us. Read on to find out more. Thank you again for your support and patience throughout 2022 and the entire Earth 2 team. We wish everyone a Happy New Year. Very best for 2023. Moving on. So with regard to the ambition of seeing Earth 2 V1 released as a pre-alpha and the introduction to the next phase of the ecosystem, resources generation, and building, a lot of work ahead, but we are keen and confident. Thank you for the support and patience. In addition to rating and the new game mechanics, Shane also wants to release the pre-alpha of E2 V1 and the next big part of the ecosystem, which will see resource generation, building, trading, and so forth commence. Our new team has been working, even through the break, to finalize the next part of the ecosystem, in most cases, completely restructuring previous planes that were not up to scratch. Should not underestimate how much has been done behind the scenes on this part, but it's looking very good now. I hope you all enjoyed seeing in the new year. Thank you again for your patience, support, best well wishes, and yeah, very excited for that. Again, there is no news as far as the launch of Essence that should come out in the second half of 2023. You know, we'll see, but to the first half. We'll have more updates in general. Moving on to the Veve and Omi stuff. As far as Omi goes, we were down about 0.8% over the last 24 hours. We were down a little bit yesterday. We did hit that 0008 a couple of times. Thought we were going down, but we did not. That is a nice level of support that we have. I really don't see us go below that unless unemployment gets worse, unless we have a housing market crash, or unless someone decides to dump a couple billion Omi. Either way, this does seem to be a nice support line for now. But again, we only had about $550,000 in 24-hour trading volume, so it is not a ton. It was a relatively flat day for crypto. Last 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum were both up about 0.3%. Nothing really to write home about for the top 20. Moving on. Speaking of crypto, Jeremy Padower had said, I've still never sold a single Omi or Veve collectible. Much love to you all. It's a great community and looking forward to what you have in store for 2023. He was responding to Veve Digital Collectibles and did say, Happy New Year. Thank you for making this the best community out there. Here's to health, happiness, and new beginnings. Hashtag collectors at heart. I did retweet Jeremy Padower's thing saying, all of this will be a great year for us. Let it be known. Many will be shocked. I have the utmost confidence. This is the second tweet that I have written that may or may not have had a hidden message. I don't know what it is, but yeah, moving on. Jason Colon had tweeted, reserve to Omi countdown. Reserve will be allowed to go to 0 and future burn functionally will be aimed at circulating supply. The graph that he tweeted says reserve trend lines as of December 30th. The reserve has 182,636,024,126. The exhaust trend, you're probably looking at mid-2024 to mid-2025 as when that reserve could go to 0. Again, I don't think this really matters one way or the other because when you're focused on the burns from circulating supply, the burns from the reserve don't matter. I could picture Veve at some point just saying, yeah, we're just going to burn a whole bunch of these. They have mentioned before in the past that they would have burn days where the amount of Omi will be burned is 2x and 4x what it's normally supposed to. Again, I could picture that happening from the reserve wallet. To do that from the circulating supply, they say, oh, hey, we burned 80 million Omi today, so we're going to go and we're going to burn another 80 million from the dev wallet or on wallets. Again, they could do that. I don't really see why they would. I think anything probably would be from the reserve wallet. But again, that's just me. Comment down below what you think. Brockwood Blockchain said that we have 5 more left before they're all going out, or before they're all out, and he was in reference to the Feesh, says, Happy New Year, Happy New Year's Eve. Next 10 Feesh minted on Feeshes starting at $32.75 will get sent a free Breadcat NFT by FVBRIX. You'll get all of year 2 plus DNA content, etc., plus a dope piece by Fibrix. And again, that was as of yesterday. They had 5 more left, so that could very well be sold out right now, but link down below to buy more Feeshes. Also, link down below to the Earth 2 game, my Megacity, and my referral code. Just so you all know, crypto pay-in does work for people that have the beta. I was like, okay, well, Chavez, I don't have crypto pay-in. Why does it matter? Because when you have a reminder that crypto pay-in can be such a pivotal moment for Veve for people that have a lot of ETH, let it be said that CryptoPunk number 2066 just sold for about 1.16 thousand ETH, which is about $1.38 million. If that person decides to go and take 1% of that, which is not a ton, it's about $11,000, $13,000, however much, that's still a lot. You could sweep a lot of floors with that. You'd buy 10 Todds with that. You'd buy a couple partner statue, you'd buy a couple of Secret Rare Spideys, a couple of Miles Moraleses, and that's just with 1% of that. What if he decides to do 5% of that? I feel like people are not really giving this the proper attention that it deserves with how good this can be. There's crypto pay in, there's no crypto pay out. So if you want to do that, crypto pay in, you can go pay taxes on it. And be advised, guys, people saying, okay, well, why would you put in crypto and then take out doll hairs? Well, that is a good way to wash money. If you got crypto from something that is less than, let's say, a little unscrupulous, you can go and put it in as crypto, take it out as cash, and then that's clean money. You obviously are going to have to pay taxes on that. And I'm not saying to do this, but I'm just saying some people probably will. Also, speaking of Fibrix, Brockwood Blockchain says, these are so heckin' dope. I'm very, very excited for these and everything Johnny is cooking up. This isn't Fibrix, this is KMNDZ, the little beast. I think I just messed up because it said freaking. When he said very, very, VE and VE were both capitalized, so maybe KMNDZ, little beast, will have a couple of things on Veve in the future, or he's just hinting at the team, hey, when we're going to get this is a really talented artist. Just throwing that out there. Talented artist, doesn't have too much recognition on Twitter, about 2,500 followers, but he says, loves my fam, make art, train jiu-jitsu, ride motos. So I'm excited for that. But speaking of Feesh and Brockwood Blockchain, says, hey everyone, hope you all have a great New Year's. I'm very excited for the next evolution for the Feeshes in year 2. If you're not already aware, the next year's content will be even more event-based. I'll be pushing out some new fronts, physical, some new things in the digital realm, as well as revisiting and improving some things that already exist that I think can be better. The original goal was to give everyone an experience that was the most value felt. I think I've delivered on that. He definitely has. But we'll continue. But I'm also trying to push beyond just an NFT project and have you all be holding a piece of the most fun IP imaginable. As always, I hope to continue to bring you along for the ride, and your input is always asking to receive. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have in this journey so far, but we're just getting started. Enjoy your New Year's, and I'm sure I'll be announcing some fun soon. God, I love that man. The cat, whatever. Brockwood Blockchain also goes on to tweet saying, many are pointing out missed predictions. Meaningless in my opinion. Instead, I'll make a promise. I'm going to commit a large part of my effort in the new year to make Omi an endangered hecking species. You've been given notice. He's already doing a lot of burns on Omi from the Feeshes. I don't know if he's going to do more burns from the Feeshes. Going to find out. But either way, I would not bet against this man. I'm very excited for what he can do. And especially if the macro decides to bring a lot of things down, we could really start burning a lot. And again, my bear case for 2023 is part of my golden goose scenario for 2025. So even if it's bad news for 2023, that is very good news for 2025 and beyond. Again, things that people like to collect that they spend a lot of money on. There is this movie called Nuki from 1993. It's factory sealed and graded VHS tape. At the time, it was $75,000 on auction. I checked. The people that were bidding on it did have hundreds of feedback. These are real bids. This is not money washing. I've never heard of this movie, and if people are willing to spend this on something that they can't even watch, it's not like a collectible that you could spend, I'm going to spend X amount on an MC1 or an AF-15. Well, you could read the MC1 and AF-15. You can't unseal this. I mean, you can, but it would destroy the value. Anywho, moving on. Speaking of collectibles, we have been, Omar Kasaje says, Thor Journey into Mystery 85 is moving up. I'm seeing with the common and the uncommon. Still believe Loki first appearance will go up as well. I have seen a bunch of other people. I've seen a lot of money go in, and Veve hasn't been clear on exactly how much they paid out. Earth 2 is pretty clear with that. They have said we have made, like $20 million in payouts, but Earth 2 in the opposite way has not really mentioned how much exactly they've taken in. Veve is the opposite, where they said, where you can track, we've got about $398 million in gem sales, but we don't know how much they've paid out. So that's really interesting that each company decides to do kind of the opposite. Anywho, speaking of which, there is a lot of money going in. I know because this guy, Grizzly343, who will be coming on the podcast. He's got a fantastic collection, but one of the things that he has happens to be the All Aboard Secret Rare. Numbers 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So he'll be on the podcast to talk about that, talk about the other things that he has, and I'm super excited about it. This is yet another whale in the making. We do have Oscar Richard Fontera from Veve Collectibles and friends that say, comics are taking over our collection. Soon our statues will be forgotten. Ours means his wifey and his. And yeah, it's a lot of secret rares. I had Mr. MC1 on the podcast yesterday. I had a bunch of people on the podcast yesterday. It was like 7 hours. Go watch it if you want. It's a New Year's stream. And he has this idea of just like, yeah, what is it? You could get, what are some of these secret rares? You know, 250, Veve keeps 25, you have 225 of them. Get them for $80. What do you need the $80 for? Get this, and you're one of 225 people going to ever get them. And he's right. And these people are going to be in such a good position in the future. I don't know if he buys multiple of those or if he just buys one each for everything. But yeah, he's got a lot. And clearly so does this man. I need to step my comic book game up. In other collecting news, in 2017, the R2-D2 used in various Star Wars films sold for $2,760,000. Lord knows what that would sell for today. And again, that is why, even though the R2-D2 that we got most recently, that is not a first appearance. It's animated, it has sound, it looks like R2-D2. I think both of those R2-D2 do extraordinarily well in the future on Veve. And that might not be the last we get of him. I mean, again, don't you want an R2-D2 that you can put the Skywalker lightsaber in and it shoots it out like it happened in Return of the Jedi? I want that. Give me one of those. Also, I've been rewatching Gravity Falls. It's on Disney. Come on, Disney. Come on, Veve. Give me my Waddles. Give me my Dipper. Give me the good stuff. Also, another one from Brockwood Blockchain has been featured a lot in this episode. Gastow had said, "What is the first collectible to buy on Veve in 2023?" Brockwood Blockchain says Korra. I mean, he is trolling, but that is probably what he's doing. Again, the fact that he loves the Murmurcornos really just comes from a joke. For those of you that are just watching, for those of you that say, okay, Brockwood Blockchain's really smart, do what Brockwood Blockchain does, 100%. You know, I'm all on board with that. But again, that did kind of come about as a joke. A couple of things that he did, and I'm just going to buy these because they're silly. And, you know, yeah. Anywho, one last thing for the collectors. The collector who sold the Luca Doncic Logo Man RPA for $4.6 million is the same person who bought it back for $3.12 million. He sold it in February of 2021 for $4.6 million. Bought back at in 2022 for $3.1 million. It's a $1.48 million profit just for letting someone else hold the card for a couple of years. And also, that guy Luca, I'm pretty sure has more 50-point games in the last 8 days than a lot of other players had their whole careers. Just throwing that out there. But speaking of deals in the marketplace, if you take a look at Namor, the floor at 88 gems, there is no other ultra rare in Marvel, history on this that sells for less, where the sub 100 is less than 2x the floor. This is like 1.45x the floor. That is really cheap at 139, 140 gems. I'm trying to sell some stuff to get it because that is insanely undervalued. And speaking of which, if we're talking about Marvels and ultra rares and all that, the Shuri Black Panther is the only Marvel Mighty secret rare that is, or the only Marvel Mighty in general, or the only Marvel collectible where the secret rare is not outperforming the ultra rare by like 3x. This is 117 gems. The ultra rare is within 1.5x of the secret rare. I don't think that ever. I think the sub 100s of Namor are undervalued, and I think that Shuri in general is undervalued. Now, again, this is just my opinion, and no, I'm not putting my money where my mouth is because I don't have any more gems. But if I had more gems, that's what I would do. Again, that's just me, and yeah, Miles Morales is probably a Miles Morales, Todd, partner statue, secret rare Spider-Man, all four, which I do not have, are most likely better buys than what I was just talking about. Not pumping my bags, I'm just saying what I would do because that's what I like. Anyway, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And also, Miho Nobusawa just interviewed me. If you want to go check that out, totally go. Speaking of links, Link down below for the charity for the First Responders Children's Foundation, and how you can get those sweet Pokemon cards, one of which is probably worth a couple $100 minimum, you can get for $10 if you go and donate. And the other one, the Charizard, you just have to send an email to Queenscourtcharity@gmail.com saying how much you want to bid. It is a silent auction. That card by itself at a PSA 9 would be $1,000, which is what it probably should grade at. But again, that's before Alcon's signature, and that is before utility, where you get a 15-minute phone call without. Again, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And again, Raythex at ETH domain name, and not brown natural advice. I love you guys. Sleeping. Meow.